Do you remember when wearing a tan suit like this for the President of the United States, when that was considered a scandal? Those were the days. My friend Eli Lake is not only the greatest national security journalist in the United States, he is also a warm and generous friend. In fact, so generous is he that just moments ago upstairs, he offered me a 10% stake in a weapons deal that he's been arranging with a source of his in the United Arab Emirates. So thank you, Eli, for that. On a more serious note, I've known Eli Lake for over a decade. He reached out to me when I was just a pitcher at a magazine you might have heard of called The New Republic, and he was working for a newspaper you might have heard of called The New York Sun. He liked something I wrote, and he sent me a very kind MASH note. And for a 23-year-old kid who was just getting started in the business, it meant a lot receiving praise from somebody who was so well respected in the field. That email began a relationship with someone who I can today call one of my best friends as well as a mentor. Not a week goes by that I don't call Eli with a question about a story I'm working on, or professional advice, or just to share a laugh about some stupid person on Twitter who, if you've ever been on the Twitter before, they really hate Eli Lake on Twitter. And he gets a lot of crap from people on Twitter. But Eli, we love your passion. We love your humor. We love your work. Thank you, all of you, for coming here, and thank you for letting me introduce my friend Eli Lake.
Well, I just want to start by saying I'm really honored. And I want to say a couple words about the Algemeiner and then thank a couple people. But, you know, I'll just say something to sort of lighten the mood. But as anyone who is Jewish, cares about Israel, and cares about the Jewish community can say, we seem to be losing the young Jewish people on campus a lot of the time. And it's something that is frustrating. And as someone who's worked for the Forward, New York Sun, and tries to forward a lot of these ideas, it can feel sometimes like you're Sisyphus pushing the rock up the mountain. But there are bright spots like the Algemeiner, and it is something that I feel, because they are covering stories that a lot of other people in the media are not covering, it gives me a real sense of optimism that the American Jewish community is not going to be destined for a kind of neutralism and soft, assimilating Peter Beinartism, for lack of a better word. There is an alternative, and that alternative is the Algemeiner. And I want to particularly highlight Ben Cohen, who's known for many years. His work has been stellar and essential, and we are all enriched because of it. So I thank him for that. And then I just personally want to thank Jamie for your very kind words and your friendship, and you've been very much a mentor to me. Ira Stoll, who I believe is in the audience, and Seth Lipsky, who were my editors at the Forward and the New York Sun, and have had a lasting impact on me as a journalist, and I am very grateful for their patience and for giving me my original opportunities as a journalist in a lot of ways. I want to thank my current editors, who I think are here, and Philip Gray and Tobin Harshaw. As a columnist, as a journalist, it's something we should always remember, that there are people in this profession who deal with us. We are usually prima donnas, egocentric, and touchy. So it's important to have people who can get you through that. So I really just say I really fully appreciate it. And even though she's not here, I would like to thank my first editor, my mom. Thank you very much. This has been an honor.